Well, hello, and welcome to Aftershock Weekly. This week, I want to take some time to dive into the Facebook Business Manager and show you all the different tools and things that we use when we're putting together ads or putting together pixels for a Facebook campaign. It can get a little bit unclear where everything's at because they're always changing things. A few weeks ago, I did Aftershock Weekly on Google AdWords and the new interface, so I thought it'd be a great idea to do that with Facebook. So let's take a look.
Okay, welcome to the back end of the Business Manager for Facebook. I'm going to go over the main areas that you want to pay attention to in the All Tools section. If you first open this menu, it's quite long. But let me tell you, there's only a few things you have to pay attention to that you're going to spend most of your time in. One is the Ad Manager, which you'll see behind this. The next are Pixels, then Audiences, and then your Settings area. Now, I will say they did recently add ads reporting that's a lot more robust than their old reporting, but we'll get to that in a future video. But for now, let's start with Ad Manager. In an Ad Manager, if you've got multiple accounts, like we're an agency, so we've got multiple different accounts, you can do that from this tab here. You can choose your account. But here you'll see in our personal Aftershock account, you'll see all our accounts. And then you have your ad sets and your ads. This is how you define the budget for your ad, the objective of your ad, then the audience and your daily budget for your ad, and then what the ad is actually showing to that audience. So it simply looks like this. Here you'll see the objective is defined here. We click on it, it goes into our ad set. Start off by defining our daily budget. You can choose custom audiences that you've already defined from your pixel and audiences. Language, age, gender, the area you want to target. This here happens to be a 10-mile radius around this particular location. Then you've got interest that you can add, and this can be anything from sports teams that people like to hobbies, to information about where a person lives, just any information, give you an idea. So for suggestions for my ad, small business owners, realtors, personal development, so on and so forth. Connection types, placements. Automatic placements is a no-no. Always edit your placements, and you don't just have to show only in feed. That's what we're choosing to do for this ad. But uncheck all the ones you don't want. By default, it will spend your money a lot quicker and use the audience network more times than not, and you want to show up in the Facebook feed more than not. So here we have the different devices that you can target. Optimization and delivery. So this one here, we're set up link clicks, but you can choose if you want landing page views for it to optimize for, impressions, daily unique reach. We're going to get more into this in another video, best practices, but this is more of a tutorial of where you're going to find things. So let's go back to our main menu up here, all tools. Next is pixels. You're going to notice that we already have a pixel created for our account. Look at our current pixel. If I wanted to set this up and add to another site, I can simply go to this area here where it gives me my pixel code, and here you'll see you typically are going to add this into a header tag on a website, because a header is a shared resource that will then add it to all the pages on the site. Next, you can choose your objective. These are all the different events you can attract. Whether somebody became a lead, they completed a registration, add to cart, and more on this in just a second on why this is important. But having a pixel installed is the most critical thing that you can do for future success of a campaign. Might not be day one, but in the long term, this is information and data of people that have taken certain actions that you can retarget ads that are audiences that you've defined. So let's go into audiences. So over here, In the audience section, you're going to see that we already have some defined, quite a few. But the first one is Aftershock website visitors. So I know these people in the last 180 days have come to the website, and I created that website 8/24, so not very long ago, about a month ago. We have a dental one. They've engaged the Aftershock page, but simply you go to create audience, create a custom audience, and it's going to give you some defined ways to do that. First thing is a customer file. You can upload emails, you can upload cell phone numbers of people that you want to target, and it will go against, it will scrub Facebook's database to see if there are profiles associated, and you can create an audience specific from that. So if you are a realtor and you have a past client list, this would be a good thing to do. Create a custom file so you can stay in front of those folks. Website traffic, this is where you can use your pixel. Let's do that real quick. Now I can say I'm going to use Josh Norris's pixel, all website visitors, or let's say I wanted to do something of a specific page. I can say any page that includes blog. Somebody that went to any one of our blog posts. I can create a specific audience called blog, define my days. Let's say I want to do it in the last 6 months, and create an audience. This now, I can show an ad to people that have consumed our content on our website, looked at a video on our blog, read one of our blog posts, because I know that is an audience that is interested at one point in time in what we did. So my message can be very specific to them because I know they're probably interested in digital marketing. It could be from a variety of different ways of how they came to the website, but they consume content, so that's a new audience. So there are a variety of different ways that you can use audiences, but I will say by defining an audience by specific pages or specific landing pages that people have visited, it's going to give you a better conversion in the future, because then let's say I have a conversion audience, so someone that reached a thank you page, gave me their information. Now I can create a lookalike audience. So now let's say that I have an audience and I want to create a lookalike audience from that. I can simply go here and I can let Facebook, and I can say, Facebook, please find an audience that's similar to an Aftershock website visitor to a 1% degree in the United States. And what Facebook does is it looks at all the similarities of the visitors that have come to the website in the last 180 days. It goes back to its database and looks for a similar audience that you can show this to. This is a changer for most ad campaigns that we see, because we're not utilizing this and Facebook's doing a lot of work for you. You can look at the billing section. The billing section is where you can set up the cards that you can tie to your advertising. And in the settings area, you can change information about your specific profile. So with that, I hope this tutorial was helpful. And stay tuned to our future videos where we go on best practices of creating ads to get maximum effectiveness.
All right, I hope that was helpful information, maybe showed you a few tools that you're not utilizing now, showed you where some things are at or have moved in the last couple of months. Hope you got a lot out of it. I look forward to seeing you next week.